Hey everyone, what is going on? So I have another video for you today of battles I did on stream in the Sunshine Cup, taking a look at a really interesting team. We have Stunfisk in the lead with double Razor Leaf. So yes, it is a toxic team, but it works out well. I mean, you know, so when they safe swapped into Vigorous, I should have went to Decidueye. And the reason for that is because you have Ghost type, so you double resist the counters and the body slams, and you resist the bulldoze as well. But that is okay. We learn for next time. But either way, great team. I battled somebody and I lost to them that was running this team. They didn't have the Stunfisk in the lead. They had Heliolisk. I think Stunfisk is better, but you know, it's generally the same concept. And I liked it, so shout out to that trainer. But yeah, I do think also Thundershock is better on Stunfisk. So keep that in mind. I would go with Thundershock. But anyway, we do see an Abomasnow from the opponent, which is very, very difficult for this team. This whole team loses to Abomasnow. So if you battle against the Abomasnow, you're probably going to lose. I just want to put that out there. It's very, very, very difficult to beat it. I did almost beat one, but I still lost to it. But very, very tough. I'm going to be able to farm down. Unfortunately, my opponent gets to another attack, so I do have to invest the shield. But yeah, this game, unfortunately, not going to happen right off the bat, but that is okay. I'm going to go ahead and concede that game. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Stunfisk into Noctowl, the Dream lead. You obviously want the flying type in the lead, right? They do switch out into Vigorous, and this is where I respond with the Decidueye, because with the Decidueye, you can farm all the way down. They'll get you pretty low with double bulldoze, but you can still farm all the way down in Brave Bird, whatever comes in, presumably that Noctowl, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. My opponent will get off another attack, but no problem. You could take it, even a bulldoze, and it's just going to be body slam, but even a bulldoze, you'd be able to barely live. And then we know the Noctowl is coming in, and I assume that the Noctowl is not going to shield this because they know I have a Universe Stunfisk in the back, so they're not going to want to shield. So you could dish out so much damage with that Brave Bird attack. So, and we all know how common that Vigoroth is, right? So definitely going to bring in the Stunfisk now. And my opponent is going to go ahead and... Oh, man. It is over. That look at that. The swamp is already gone. Good game. Well played. Macago's also tough for this lead if it's in the back 5 types. Tropius is another tough one for this lead. It's best to see it in the lead. It's still difficult, though. But obviously, you'd rather see it in the lead because at least the discharge attacks are doing neutral. You could take a Leaf Blade. Only one, but you could take it. So, a little bit... Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be able to throw the discharge. This is a tough one, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It all depends what's in the back to see if you could Razor Leaf through whatever's in the back. Kind of bad timing on my end, but I'm going to go ahead and just throw this discharge into this Tropius. I do want to land one more, which means I do have to shield this one. It still won't be enough to KO, so I don't anticipate the shield, but I am going to go ahead and shield that one just so I can get off a discharge, and I do successfully get off a discharge. So, yeah, I'm going to lose this matchup. It's tough. But again, it depends what's in the back, right? To see if I could Razor Leaf through it. You all know how double Razor Leaf teams work. This is a great team to run during Go Battle Day this coming weekend because I feel like the games are going to be faster. Either you'll be quitting out a lot or your opponent will be quitting out a lot. I'm going to go ahead and catch the Body Slam on my Decidueye because I do double resist it. So might as well just go ahead and catch that. Now I can go from all the way down, which is huge, and my opponent concedes. They must have been weak in the back to Razor Leaf, right? I don't know. But tough game, still able to take it. Oh, we have a Swamp in the lead. You'd love to see it in the back. Going to go ahead and go into the Victory Bell. That Swamp is already at less than 50% health. Noctowl's coming in. Okay, so the point is obviously to lure out the Flying type. I was hoping Sludge Bomb would be enough to KO, and I didn't think they would shield it. So I do go for the Sludge Bomb, but they actually do shield it. So nice call by my opponent. That's why I have Sludge Bomb on here. I don't know if it would have KO'd. Maybe it wouldn't have, but... excuse me. But regardless, I do take the Shadow Ball. That's fine. My opponent's going to be able to hit me with another Shadow Ball. We know the Decidueye will destroy that Swampert, but will it destroy what's in the back? I'm calling the Vigoroth in the back. I said that on stream. Vigoroth is on almost every team. I'm calling the Vigoroth in the back, in which case the Decidueye is looking really, really, really good. They do get to another attack, but I'm just going to let it go and rely on my intuition of calling that Vigoroth. And we know Swampert's in the back. I do farm down, and my opponent actually brings in the Swampert, and I get him down without even being hit with the Hydro. That's the Vigoroth. You love to see it. So I could honestly just double shield and farm down. I don't even have to shield the first attack, but but I'm going to go ahead and just double shield. It's going to be a body slam. Doesn't really matter either way. I'm going to go ahead and shield that. And that's why Decidueye is so good, because of the ghost typing. You love to see it. So I'm just going to shield that and Razor Leaf all the way down. That is going to be a great game, very well played to my opponent. Yeah, I might be using this team during Go Battle Day. I'm not sure, to be honest. But if you want to get through games fast, I think this is a great team to use. Noctowl in the lead. You absolutely love to see it. What's going to come in? It's going to be that Vigoroth. Whenever I see a normal type, I immediately go into Decidueye. It could be Double. And in that case, it wouldn't necessarily be as good because they do have Payback. But at least you're still doing a lot. You just might have to shield. Whereas Vigoroth, you don't have to shield anything. So my opponent will be able to get off another attack. And it's going to be a body slam. That's fine. And yeah, I mean, same deal. Just farm all the way down. No more attack is coming through. And Noctowl is coming in. But I can go for the Brave Bird, which will do above 50% damage to this Noctowl. You absolutely love to see it. They do farm me down totally fine. I do have the Universe Stunfisk. Don't know what's in the back. I guess we'll find out. I'm not expecting another flyer like a Pidgeot because Noctowl was in the lead here, so I don't think it would be ABA flying. I guess it could be, but that's not what I'm anticipating. It's Obstagoon. Ooh, Obstagoon, okay. So my opponent will throw an attack. I could have taken this one, but I'm going to go ahead and shield it. And obviously I know it's Night Slash. And I am going to CMP on this attack right now, which will force my opponent to shield or let it go, and they do shield it. Now, I think I make a mistake here. I don't think I should have shielded this. I think I should have just brought in my Stunfisk, got off an attack against Obstagoon, and then I would have been able to go for an attack against Noctowl, or get to an attack against Noctowl, because they're able to farm me down, right? Now, if I had Discharge, or not Discharge, Thunder Shock, it would have been better in this scenario, because if my opponent can get to another attack, they could actually win. But fortunately for me, my opponent is not going to be able to get to another attack, so I'm going to be able to get off back-to-back Discharge attacks, and that is going to KO the Noctowl. So almost through that game, but that is okay. Good game, well played to my opponent there. So able to take that one. You love to see it. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. So Stunfisk into Vigoroth. You don't really like the Vigoroth in the lead. I'm going to save swap into the Victreebel, see what comes in, see if I can load out a Noctowl. It's actually going to be a Gliscor. Ooh, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shield this because I know it's going to be Night Slash. I get a little bit greedy here. I go for the farm down. My opponent barely makes it to another attack before that Razor Leaf goes through. If I threw the Leaf Blade, I wouldn't have had to use 2 shields. But at least I get switched, so I'll take that. And guess what comes in? It's actually going to be a Noctowl. I wish I threw the Sludge Bomb here. I was not expecting Noctowl. But the reason I wasn't expecting Noctowl is because they didn't bring in the Noctowl against my Victreebel, right? And I feel like they would have done that. Maybe that was a missed switch. Maybe they meant to bring in Gliscor. Either way, it doesn't really matter because I have Decidueye for this. Even though I am down 2 shields, you know that Decidueye can take all these attacks and farm down. So it doesn't really matter. And it is possible they have Brick Break as well, right? So that could be why they're not going for the Bulldoze. I don't know. But either way, good game. Tough one as well. Let's move on to the next. Ooh, we do have a Nidoqueen. You do love to see it in the lead. Okay, normal type coming in. Out comes Decidueye. That's how you play it. Usually when it's a normal type, it's usually Vigoroth. I have seen Double, so keep in mind it could be a double, but my opponent will just concede that game. And that is a good game. Well played, but that was looking really good for us. Stunfisk into Vigoroth. Yeah, when you see the Vigoroth, you want the Decidueye on it, but you got to go into the Victreebel. And what is going to come in? Nothing because it's staying in. Oh, with this game, it's going to be Pidgeot. So when I saw Pidgeot, I was like, uh-oh. I was hoping they wouldn't shield this. I was hoping they would call this and say, oh, it's probably not Sludge Bomb, but they actually do shield it. Good play. When I saw the Pidgeot, I was expecting Noctowl. I was like, oh, it's double flyers. This is not going to be good for the Decidueye. But just in case it's not, right, I don't know for sure. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in here. They're just going to debuff me all day long. Quadruple debuffed right now, but what are you going to do about it? Just going to go ahead and take it. At least I could have set it at some point. 2 discharge attacks will be enough to KO, so I'm going to go ahead and throw 1 right now. Very nice. Can I get to 1 more? I can get to 1 more. So this is going to KO the Pidgeot, and then I'm going to switch out immediately into Decidueye and hope that it's a Swampert. But I'm expecting a Noctowl. But you could only hope, right? You could hope. And there we go, knocked out. So yeah, I'm not going to win that one. So you're not going to be able to beat the double flying teams. You're not going to be able to beat like Abomasnow would be very difficult. This trainer, very, very unique team. They switch out into Electrode. Spoiler warning, my opponent's whole team resist Razor Leaf. So, oh man, I don't know what to do immediately. You know what, I should have switched out faster because I do resist these attacks, but it still does so much damage. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one. I think this is another one where I get greedy. I think I go for the farm down. And I think they get to an attack. They do get to an attack. So I could have thrown an attack so I didn't have to invest just shield. But that's okay. I took too long to switch out. I should have switched out right away. But it is what it is. Is Magmota coming in? No, it's going to be Jump Plus. So I'm going to be able to get it with the Sludge Bomb. Very nice indeed. I don't think they'll shield it. They do not shield it. And out comes Magmortar. I'm trying to switch out. I wasn't able to switch out, but whatever. I'm down 2 shields though, which is not great. Just gonna go ahead and throw the Mud Bomb attacks, expecting a shield. It will be enough to KO. Now, as I was battling Magmortar, I was thinking of what moves it had. I think it has Flamethrower. No, it has Fire Punch. Yeah, they go for the Fire Punch. I know it has Thunderbolt because of Community Day, but they're not gonna go for Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go ahead and go for this Mud Bomb. This will be enough to KO or get the shield, and it does KO. So Jump Bluff is coming in. I'm going to force the shield right now. I know they have the shield, and then I'm going to switch out immediately into my Decidueye. So I'm actually going to be able to take this game despite all my opponent's Pokemon resisting Razor Leaf. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The Acrobatics is not going to be enough to KO. They have to go for the Fawn Down, but they're barely not going to be able to get it. I do make it to a Shadow Sneak, and this is going to be enough to KO. And yeah, that is going to be a great game. Very well played to my opponent. But yeah, really cool team by them. I mean, they're legends, so they're just running some spicier picks. Very cool to see. Very nice. Thank you so much for all the battles to all my opponents. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.